everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. How is your day going? Hope you're having a pleasant day out there. Please, if you're new on this channel, do well to subscribe, like, comment, always come around. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Today we are going to be making a video on how to cut a bubu gown, a free gown with a V neckline. So let's get started. It won't waste time. It's simple, it's straight to the point. The measurement we'll be working with is, my client is actually a big size, a plus size client. Her shoulder is 17, hip of 55, yeah, 55. Sleeve length of 19, that's sleeve length without the shoulder. And her shoulder is 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So if you add 8.5 to 19, we should be having 1927.5. And you know, an African print folded into two is not up to 27.5. So I'll be completing the remaining part of the sleeve with a lace fabric. Yes, with a lace fabric. So let's get started. Before we start, I'll show you how I folded this fabric. It's already folded into four. These two in the middle for the back, these other two for the front. We all know an African print comes by 45 in length. Most of them is not even up to 45. You get 42, 43, 45. And this is assumed to be my yardage, the longer side. So to fold this fabric, this style, we're making this bubu gown. You don't fold this. I'm actually making this gown with 4 yards of fabric. This is how I folded it. On the yardage, this is my 4 yard, assumed to be my 4 yard. You fold the 4 yards in, you fold it this way. You see, here is 2 yards, here is 2 yards. This is 45. We understand. Then you fold this way. So we have 2 yards, 2 yards, and 45 folded into 2. That is what I've done here right now. So that's how I folded this fabric here now. So let's get started. The measurements we'll be needing, just few measurements is what we need. Like we know it doesn't have shoulder sloping, it's shoulder together. The shoulder and the sleeve are cut together. I don't know if we're together. In fact, my client wants it to be so big, I'm going to use the whole of the fabric. Yes, I'm going to use the whole of the width, the whole of this 45 width of the fabric. Now that I've folded it into 4, what I have here left is 23. See, 22 and a half is what I have. I'm going to use the whole of it. It won't even be enough for the sleeve. I'll be adding a lace. That's this part of the sleeve will have a lace that will bring the full sleeve here together. We'll gather it here and put a sleeve that will be fitted, a lace that will be fitted. So let's get down to business. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to impute is the neck width and the neck depth. I'll be working with a neck width of she's big. I would have said 4.5. Okay, let me make use of 4. For the back neckline, I'll use 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Then I'll connect my 1.5. Can you see the chalk? Let me use white chalk. I'll connect 1.5. Then for the front neckline, I'll be making use of let me say 10 inches. Then I'll come in here by 1.5. 1.5 here, I'll connect it back to these 4 inches I have here for my V neck, like for the V in the front. You can see. So this is the front neckline, the back. After this, the next thing you're going to look at is, I told you I'll be using the whole of this width for the sleeve. I'm going to use the whole of the width. So here you're going to place the arm opening. My client's arm opening is 10 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches. I want it to be a bit free. Then here, I'll use the whole of the fabric. I'll come in from here by 1 inch. 1 inch here. Then I'll make a curve. I'm going to take this down, all the way down. But I want it to be at this end, at the M end here. I want it to be a bit fitted. So instead of coming in by 1 inch here, I'm going to come in by 3 inches and connect back this way. So this is it. Your back neckline, the V for the front neckline. This is my sleeve opening should be 10. I added 2 inches. Then I came in from here by 1 inch and I connected it all the way. Watch what I did here. Down to the hem. 1 inch. Then from here I came in by 3 inches. I want it to be like more like it's being fitted from the hem towards the hip line. There's this uniqueness it shows when it comes this way. So I want to give it this effect, like a bit, it came in a bit from the hem getting to the hip line. So let's cut it together. Watch me. Firstly, you cut the back neckline this way. You can't cut the front neckline now. After cutting the back neckline this way, you cut the side. You can see. So I'm done with this. When you're done cutting this way, you can see that to the hem, you will separate the two of them so that you can cut the front neckline. You open it up this way. I will arrange it and get back to you. So I've opened it up. This is the back. This is the back. This part is the back, and this is the front now. I've aligned it with the help of this sleeve here. I was able to align it properly. So I'm going to cut the front neckline now. You remember the 1.5 inch we left here? You will cut this way. Back to here. So that is it. And I will show you the sewing pattern. This is what we have now. This is what we have at the moment. As we know, there is a lace trimming on one side of the front panel of this boba dress. So what you do is you spread out your front panel this way. No, it's shoulder together. You remember what we did here? The back is this way. This is my front panel. This is the front neckline. I don't know if you can see it. The V front neckline. So you spread out your lace. Here your creativity is required. It's of utmost importance here. There's no exact way to place these lace trimmings. The only thing you have to know is make sure that you place it in such a way that it comes out very unique and interesting. So this is how I want to place mine. I'm going to use my scissors cuts. Just freestyle, cut any way I want. Then if the edges are not smooth enough for me, I'm going to use my soldering iron to highlight the edges of my lace. So let's do it together. There's no particular order. It's just me trying to be creative. I don't know. I'll go this way. In no particular order. So after trimming it out, this is what we'll have. Interesting, right? Yeah, I like it. I like what it's looking like. Oh, and I usually told us for the neck that we measured right around the V neck here, we measured 32, and I said we are going to cut a long strip of 6 inches by 32. This is it. So this is 6 inches by 32. I decided to put a feasible interface, the lightest one, on one side of, that's this 3 inches part, to make it firmer. The fabric, the African print, is a bit light. I don't like how the texture is looking. So I cut out 6 inches by 32, which is going to go round the V neck for me. I equally cut out the lace fabric, the same 32 inches by 6. I'm going to use this lace to wrap the African print this way before attaching it all the way round this way. Yes, see what I did here? I slanted this edge by half an inch. You can recall I told us we are going to be completing the sleeve with the lace fabric. So this is it. I told us to complete the length of the sleeve we need extra 5 inches of lace trimming. So this is the 5 inches of lace trimming. I'm going to gather, you can see the African prints, the sleeve is wider than the lace fabric. So I'm going to gather it a bit at the end here, at the midpoint of the sleeve, before attaching the lace trimmings. I'm going to do that, attach this, attach the cape for the neck. This other pattern I cut out for the side. Then I'll get back to you and show you what it looks like. Thank you. So I was able to secure the lace. I've sewn it to the fabric. So this is what it looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to pipe the neck using the 6 by. Sorry, at this point I didn't know my camera stopped recording. After attaching the lace at one side of the fabric, as you can see on the video, I attached the collar, then attached the lace to the sleeve, joined the both side, and this is what we have. I went further to embellish it a little bit with some pelts. If you want me to drop a video on how to do that, do well to tell me on the comment section. Thank you for watching to this point. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll be dropping more of interesting videos very soon, so do well to subscribe and click on the notification button. Thank you.
I equally went further to spice it up a little bit by embellishing it with some pearls and beads.